What's going on, great people? It's the homie, the one and only Ashton Reynolds, and welcome to the final episode of 2022. That's right, people, the final episode of 2022, which means we've reached the end of the year. And I'm so thankful for a bunch of things, and I pray that you all have had a great holiday, enjoying your family, enjoying your friends, doing some reflection, some self-examination, the whole nine. And I think that you all are also awesome because you all have been sticking around supporting not just my show, but also WCEG, the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group. And also, I just want to let you all know that the election is right around the corner. I know you all have been seeing all of the commercials. Some of them have been ridiculing each other and things of that nature. And some of them have been informative, letting you know to get out there and vote. So if you haven't done so already, just know that the election is right around the corner. You still have time to vote. So get out there and do that. And if you hear some noise in the back, I'm at my church right now, y'all, because we're getting ready for a performance that is happening later on. If y'all been keeping up with the homie, I've been winning so many awards. All glory be to God. And it's so funny because I was not even aware of the fact that I was nominated for any of them. I was just getting some nominations and some congratulatory messages saying, congratulations, you won this award for becoming a gentleman, which is a limited series that is on YouTube, for being an outstanding drummer, rap artist, and things of that nature. And I've just been thanking God because I just keep my head high, keep the work ahead of me, and just continuing to uplift the people and let them know exactly why the blessed side be the best side, which is what it's all about. That's the reason why I do what I do, and I love what I do because, like it says, there's a lot of work that can be done in the kingdom, and all I want to do is extend an invitation to you to come to the kingdom so y'all can see exactly how good God is, because I know in some way, shape, or form you have met him. And during the time of Thanksgiving, for those who haven't been enjoying that holiday, if not for whatever other reason, I understand that for sure. But for those who have took some time to really just think about how good God is, I pray that you all recognize that and also let that encourage you to continue to let others know and let your light shine so that they can come and join you on the blessed side as well. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to Millennial Talk Blessed Koast Edition. Great people, I'm just at peace right now. I'm just so happy. And also, as we continue to move forward, I just want you to know that as you continue to keep the main thing, I know around this time here, a lot of you all are planning for the next year, but I want you all to remember to go ahead and take this thing day by day. This year isn't over. So what you have to do to set the foundation for next year for all of the things that you want to accomplish, I want you all to understand that, hey, be accountable, go ahead and plan, and be sure that you have that focus to make sure that everything that you want to have done, it will get done. Because there are some things that we put out there that we say we're going to do. And along the line, as a result of you coming into contact with some obstacles, some naysayers, doubt starts to creep into your mind, worry starts to creep into your mind. You look at your finances, you be like, oh, I don't know if I have enough. And therefore, the initial ambition that you had to get something done, it starts to dwindle as time go by. Well, I want you to thrive this year. No more trying to sit there and just be like, I hope or I wish. Nah, with God, you got enough. Well, he said, I got enough. And it's not by your might and power, but by his spirit that you will get things done. So therefore, as opportunities come, allow for yourself to take this moment right here to obtain the discipline needed to make sure that you meet and accomplish these goals. Because so many people have said, I'm going to do this. New year, new me. It's just a new day. It's really an improved you. So right now, take this time to improve. Take this time to go ahead and be real with yourself. Take this time to not lie to yourself. Take this time to allow for God to really be at the center of whatever it is that you're trying to do, so that way you can get these goals accomplished. No more putting stuff off, y'all, because today is the only thing that you have. Now is the only time that you have. And the difference between the past, present, and future is 1 second. So at this present moment right here, the past is now the future. So what are you going to do now in this segment called Now? What are you going to do? You're going to sit there and continue to make excuses, or you're going to take the time now and use it to go ahead and push forward? So that way you can let people know that, hey, I did it. You can do it too. There's no difference between you and I. There's nothing special that I did. The only thing that I did was just say yes. And I want you all to say yes as well, because in the Bible, it says that the yes or no is all you need. Don't put on all the extra fluff on it saying making conditions for your yes. It's either you're going to do it or not, because Jesus had already said a prayer before he went and gave his life for our salvation. He went on ahead and prayed for your endurance. So there is nothing that you can't endure, because John 16:33 said, be of good cheer, for I overcame the world. So if he overcame the world and already prepared a way for you to overcome it as well, I understand you got to go and be real about the feelings that you have. You got to give that to the Lord, so that way you can keep moving forward. Because no matter what, as long as you got breath in your body, the enemy is trying to stop you from doing what it is that you're supposed to do. So the devil hates you. He hates the fact that you are still continuing to push forward. He hates the fact that you're still coming together. He hates the fact that we are all family. He hates the fact that you are all thriving in love and in unity and in peace. He hates the fact that you are still enduring. He hates the fact that you are still you, no matter what circumstances you are going through. So the best thing that you can do is continue to give him something to hate on, which is by continuing to live out your purpose, because that's the most important thing that you're supposed to be doing. I'm let y'all let that sink in right there, great people. And for those who are just know that this is WCEG, the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group Network, #1 in the world. I just wanted to put that out there. And it's because of you all that it's done, that it's reached that level. And at this point right here, like I said, I'm just so thankful for everything that has been coming about, everything that's been transpiring, everybody who's been supporting. Just been really reflecting on that this year, because like I said, just kept pushing no matter what. There's some shortcomings, there's some obstacles that I faced, health-wise, financially. And you already know, for y'all who've been sticking with me for these almost 10 years, y'all, we are season 7. And we concluded this season right here on a high note, because the next time that I see you, which will be in January on the second Saturday, we're going to have something to be thankful for. This celebratory mood that we have right now, we're going to still continue to have it. The reason why is because God going to still keep doing greater things. And the things that I've already done now doesn't even compare to what is to come, not just for me, but for you. And what I need for you all to do is the same thing that I'm doing as well, because like I said, there's no difference between you and I, and that's to keep the main thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody just be calling, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was just calling, trying to video chat. Oh my God. They're doing it again. I'm sorry that it keeps on, interrupting. Y'all give me 1 second. I do apologize. All right, there we go. Had to go ahead and put it on Do Not Disturb. I thought I did that beforehand. Y'all, please excuse that. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, I want you all to keep the main thing that is the best thing that we can do. And I want to also give a few shout outs to everybody that's been doing the things inside of the body of Christ. Got to give a shout out to all of the shows, like Reverend McClure's show, who's definitely been focusing on issues here inside of the church, inside of the community. Want to give a shout out to my church family, Allen Temple Baptist Church, who's been doing some great things for sure. Got some great things in the works. You know what I'm saying? Want to give a shout out to Kingdom Building ATL, the show that I host, the show that you see on the background. All of those artists that have come across that stage, they definitely do a lot of things inside of the community. Put out some great music for you all's listening pleasure. From everybody from 1K Few, West End, Shawty, you got Soki Music, you got 13th Disciple, you got The Minister, got a bunch of artists and a bunch of musical categories who still got a lot of stuff for your listening pleasure. And if you haven't subscribed to that YouTube channel right there, be sure to do so. Kingdom Building ATL. You will be able to see all of those artists, be able to support the artists, because that's what it's all about. Continue to support. That's the way that we come together and do this thing here, and just show the enemy, hey, you got people on your platforms, but we got folks on our platforms that got just as much, well, even more fire. Because, the person that allows us to do what we do, he's the one that we glorify. And of course, he already rendered the enemy defeated. So got to give a shout out to them. 13th Disciple, like I said, I want to really thank him right now for giving me the opportunity to host this show, because for the longest I wanted to work with him. For the longest I wanted to do music with him. And although I've been able to do that, one thing that he did do was believe in the abilities that I have in the form of hosting, and for him to say, hey, Ashton, I want you to host this show here, and the fast rise that it has garnered, and all of the accolades and the respect that it has garnered thus far. It's just been amazing. It's something that I've been looking forward to. It's something that I continuously look forward to as we embark on not just season 1, season 2, but now we're on our 3rd season, which premieres Sunday, January 8th at 3 p.m. Also, the homie will be ordained January 8th at 3 p.m. So as soon as that happens, while that is going on, the homie will be ordained, and season 3 of Kingdom Building ATL will be going on. Y'all, I apologize for that. Somebody keep on calling. I tried to tell them, hey, I'm on air right now, but they really not listening at the moment. So I thank you for that. I will keep talking, so I just wanted to go ahead and apologize, because I see that, I'm going on and off the screen. If y'all are viewing this and listening, just know that somebody is continuously calling. I let them know that I was busy at the moment, but they're still not respecting that fact. So what we're going to do is keep it professional and keep it moving. And I thank you all for bearing with me on WCEG Millennial Talk Blessed Coast Edition, the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group. I'm so, like I said, right now, if you're just tuning in, I'm just thankful and reflective at this moment, because y'all here at WCEG, I've been here for quite a while. So if you have grown with me and grown with the show, you know how long we've been here. You know all the things that I've been through, all the incredible guests that have come across here who are now doing some even more incredible things. Because like I said, it's a biblical principle. What you have seen now, okay, that is past. But the things that God has for us, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. So the things that are coming about now, I'm just so grateful. Like I said, WCEG, I'm so grateful for it. I started off actually as a guest on Vincent Cheek's show. And when I was there, Miss Penny Rogers, she was just so amazed at how that went. And she had this program that she was doing where she was mentoring young people. And for me to be a part of that, and it grows from there to now being in this position here in WCEG. So when the next ones come behind me, I can service that mentor as well. I mean, this is unbelievable right here. All I do is just put my best foot forward. Just stay focused and stay disciplined to excellence. And if you continue to do that, excellence will become normal to you. And the more that it becomes normal to you, then you should expect the great things that God has for you. As long as you continue to keep yourself humbled in His presence, you will definitely be able to get it. Keeping the main things is extremely important, especially during this time right here with all of the things that's going on in the world that can, take your focus off of everything, no matter if it's inside of your family, no matter what you're seeing on television. And the third, get back to the main thing and keep that the main thing. If it's social media, put your phone down, cut the computer off, cut the television off. Because all they're trying to do, they'll try to television to you when you will start losing hope and everything. You don't need to lose hope right now. Now it's not the time. It's the time for you to be able to live out your purpose and fulfill your purpose. So that way you can give hope to somebody else. And that somebody else, not just next generation, but also the previous generation, so that they know that it's in good hands. And I'm thankful for the position that I'm in right now. And I'm thankful for the good name that the Lord has given me so that I could be in this position. Now, some people will see me in this position and be like, that's a lot of weight for a young person to carry. That's why I'm thankful God for proper mentorship from my pastor, William C. Graham, who has definitely been praying for a brother. I can go ahead and say that now. Been praying for a brother. Got to be thankful for Michael Middlebrooks, who's also been there praying for a brother, and the opportunities that have come about amongst us. You got to appreciate mentorship because they've been there before and they see the potential in you. So you have to honor them by continuously being focused, continuously being disciplined, listening, because you don't know it all. If you knew it all, then you wouldn't need mentors. But I know I don't know it all. So you got to be real with yourself, which is what I said in the aforementioned portion of this show, which means that you got to be focused, you got to be disciplined, and you got to be real with yourself. With that discipline, you'll be able to overcome those days where you don't feel like it. When you're focused, you always keep the main thing in the forefront. And when you be real with yourself, you'll realize that, hey, I can't do this by myself. I need help. To get my voice out here, I'm thankful for this platform. I'm thankful for Kingdom Building ATL. I'm thankful for the musical performances. Thankful for the awards, which offers validity. So I just don't be coming up to professional people sounding like a hustler, fast talking. Y'all know what it is. I ain't got to explain it to you. We live in Atlanta, where there's a lot of fast talking hustlers who can just spit more than they got ability. But, just allowing for God to move in the forefront to open those doors for people already expecting what it is that I have. I'm thankful for that. Thankful for my incredible wife who allows for me to go out here and do all of this stuff because she got to sacrifice time with me. And she knows she got to share me with the world. She got to share me with the community. She got to share me with the church. But for her to be standing right there beside me, so with that continuous support and understanding, I really do appreciate it, even though we in our early stages. And some people be like, oh, well, I'm like, I don't, honestly, I listen to it. I hear what you're saying, but God got this right here. So with all the information and all of the advice that people give, indeed, I do appreciate it. But with what's going on in the household, I just want to know, as the man that's representing the Reynolds family, I just try to, like I say, keep the main thing, and what's necessary, I keep in. But if it's not unnecessary, it filters out. So, that way because, honestly, if I could be transparent, some people can give you information and it comes from a hurt place. And, they ain't really healed from what they got going on. So that bitterness, you can kind of hear it. I ain't letting that filter into the side of the homie, nor my homie. So you need a homie, you know what I'm saying? Homie yet, however you say it. But I don't let that filter in. And as the man, you're supposed to do that. To all my fellas out there, for those who have been tuning in, for those who have been listening, I appreciate y'all, y'all support, fellas. And I want you all to continuously remember the assignment that God gave you. So that way you can go and withstand the cold world and be the man that you're supposed to be. Granted, we got hard times, we have tough times, but listen, everything will be all right. You got somebody that's above you. If you remember the umbrella, you got God, you got us, you got the women and the children. You know who's above you, so you ain't got to take on everything. You got God who wants to take that weight up off you and give you rest, so that the rest of your family can understand that, hey, the head of the house is leading in the proper order. That's one thing that I always try to take into consideration, because I'm thankful for my father, who made many mistakes, but hey, my father's still a man of valor, because he stood in the face of that adversity, stood in the face of those who was talking down on him, and he still overcame that, and still is a great representation of what a man's supposed to be physically that I can see. Because, I know I can read the Bible and see who God is, but God blessed me with the parents that I had, so that way I could go ahead and be who I am. And without them, I wouldn't be sitting here today. Literally. I mean that literally, I wouldn't be sitting here today. But I'm talking about all of the things that they have shown the homies. Like my mother, who passed away in 2015, for those who've been following me. She taught me about entrepreneurship, taught me about the stick-to-itness when you are going through, because she had 17 strokes and all. So when I've seen her mind not be lost, although everything was like her motor skills and speech, she still knew who I was. She still held on. My father, that's where I got the discipline from. Also where I got the music from, because I still have his box of CDs that he's not getting back ever again. So I hope that he understands how to use YouTube, Apple, all them other music apps. Hope you understand how to use it, because if you don't, sorry, Dad, you lost out. But I'm so thankful for him that he's still around today. My dad's name is Sylvester Reynolds. Y'all know my mother's name, Yolanda Reynolds. She did a lot of things inside of Atlanta. The writer of Who's Who in Black Atlanta. She was a radio personality. One thing that she also was somebody who saw potential in people and poured into them. My dad was the one who could read people and can understand if you are bull jiving or not. Because honestly, inside of this industry, I've met a lot of people who are BS the homie, saying that they could do this and do that. And, they can't, because what they thought that they got in Ashton Reynolds, they didn't really understand what it was. Because I'm a man that when somebody's trying to, say, I could do this and that for you, I say, okay, cool. So you already have something planned, and I come and blow your standards out of the water, and you start to realize, I can't really do it. I can't really do it. But instead of being honest, you just try to lead people on and say, oh, I could do this for you, or it'll come, or it'll happen. Not anymore. You know, I'm 28 years old right now. I've been through that aspect of the industry. I've been through that aspect of ministry. I've been through that aspect of living. And to be able to still be here with a good name, to have integrity, both business-wise as well as a person, to be able to stand in front of people who have wronged me and still be able to work it out because the homie know how to communicate with people, no matter how they feel afterwards. The fact that we have an understanding and a mutual understanding, love and respect for each other to still move forward and potentially have something go on in the future. That is something I thank God for. See, that's the beauty of having God at the center of everything and keeping the main thing, because when you're able to do so, you're able to show people the integrity, show people those fruits that are explained in Galatians 5:22, especially that self-control and patience parts, because there's so many personalities inside of this world that you will be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, oh man, I don't know if I can deal with this one right here. But you can, because like I said, the Lord will give you a peace that surpasses all understanding and much, much more. And as long as you continue to do that, God's word has promises, and he also has assurances, pledges that he will do for you, because his word will never return back void, because he is not a man in whom he shall not lie. I know I said a mouthful, great people, and I pray that you play this back and you digest it. You know what I'm saying? So as you digest it and also let this, break this thing down, this will be something that'll bless your life. I take these opportunities to be transparent. I take these opportunities to let you all know some gems to motivate you, to offer some pastoral encouragement and things of that nature. So that way, when next time you see the homie, I pray that you'll be in a better position. And also to offer some hope into this world, because, there's a lot of things out here that are trying to define people. There are some actions that people are doing, hoping to put truth out there and not going to the truth. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible already tells you that worldly wisdom is foolish. And if it doesn't have the Holy Spirit in it, then I guess it's in vain, because it's going to prop you up to look like something that you want, or to make you think of yourself higher than what you really ought to. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, great people, I pray that this has been a blessing. I got a couple of more minutes left. I give us a couple of more gems to let you in a little bit more about me, and then some, you know what I'm saying? And then I pray that you all enjoy your families, enjoy your holidays and all of that good stuff. So that way you can continue to feel exactly how good God is. People, if you just tuning in, it's WCEG, the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group Network. It's the home of the one and only Ashton Reynolds here on Millennial Talk West Coast Edition 2.0. Here every first Saturday, except for January. I'll be on the second Saturday, which would be the 14th. And by that time right there, the homie will be an ordained minister. The whole nizzle, some more announcements. The Cool Experience, for those who've been watching, the Cool Experience tour is something that I've been on for 7 months. That's right, 7 months. And within those 7 months, I've learned a lot. Within those 7 months, the network has grown. Within those 7 months, the word was given out in lounges and clubs, not just the churches, but the parks, even outside on the street, where we put together a musical performance for the homeless. We did that on Memorial Drive. But we just go everywhere to just let people know that, hey, God's people will come anywhere in any place. God, some child of God is in there. You know what I'm saying? And the things that we're doing is to encourage those people to just let their light shine. Don't let nothing dim that light. Don't let any, fear or anxiety come creep in to kind of make you say, oh, I don't know. Hey, if you feel that way, just know that the homie's standing with you. We definitely moving forward, and it's definitely getting bigger moving on in 2023. So I'm definitely thankful for all that's going on. Definitely thankful for everybody's support. The next Cool Experience is December 10th out in Fayetteville. If you want to come out and see what it's about, it's at Owen Ministries, out in Fayetteville. If you on the north side, it's at Allen Temple Baptist Church up here, December 17th. Each one of those, we just go uplift his name, and it's like family. So that way you can also come in and contribute as well by using your talents or using your gifts or using your service and all of that. So that way you can also contribute to the kingdom and the upbuilding of God's kingdom by being the best that you are. So thankful for everybody who has been involved thus far. And I'm looking forward to where everything is going to go. Also, I'll be posting all those dates up. I'll be letting everybody know exactly how and when they can, get to those shows and things of that nature. How can they also support outside of just coming out to the church or coming out to the events, but also just sowing into the business and things of that nature. So be on the lookout for the Cool experience. And Cool stands for Christ Only Operating Leadership. So people can come out and have that experience if they don't know about it. And if you do know about it, you can come get strengthened and then move on forward. Like I said, the next 2 dates are December 10th. That's out there in Fayetteville. It's at Owen Ministries, the building that houses Owen Ministries. You can type that into your GPS. It'll bring you right there. It's right behind the This Is It and the Dairy Queen in Fayetteville, across the street from the Georgia Potato Factory out in Fayetteville. Want to give a shout out to Pastor Vince Owen and his wife for opening up the doors to allow for us to do that. Hold this on the South Side, and for the ministries that have came in to join and actually experience what's going on. And for us to operate in excellence for 7 months, hard work and dedication, God first elevation. That's what I've been living on to get through this, because we've overcame some obstacles, came across them and overcame them. And as a result of being obedient and continuing to doing what we're supposed to do, God has increased the territory, because in his word, he said, you're faithful over the few, he'll make you faithful over many. So don't despise small beginnings. And that's an encouragement for anybody who has a business idea. Don't shortchange your idea. Don't shortchange the idea for anybody. If you have an idea, God gave it to you for a reason. It's a seed that is birthed inside of you that you're supposed to let blossom into the society and offer some sort of increase into this world, pushing it into the right direction, creating a better tomorrow, starting right now today. Because like I said in the aforementioned portion, now is all you have. There are some people who have put out plans and planted seeds inside of this world and didn't even get to see it come into fruition. If you go in the Bible, Moses saw the promised land, but didn't get to walk into it. But the next generation did. People, no matter what, because you don't know the time that God gonna call you home. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it with $150 for you right now. You don't know the time that God's gonna call you home. So right now, all you have is now. Put it out there. You're inspiring somebody to do what they're supposed to do. You're inspiring somebody to keep on fighting the good fight. Why do you think we have the Bible today? It was written way back in the day for us today. People could fight against the Bible. People could try to come against Jesus and things of that nature. But Hebrews 13:8 says he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, which means that no matter what you say or what you do, he's still him. No matter what people say about your dream or your purpose, you still do it. There should be nothing that stops you or hinders you, because Jesus overcame everything that could come against you, so that way you'll have a way to do it. Some people want to do it their own way and go against God's way. I mean, hey, you can do that, but why shortchange the blessing? Why get a little bit of the blessing when you can go ahead and follow his way and get the total blessing that'll be blessing not only you, but your generations to follow? Don't be selfish with it. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing is bigger than yourself as you continue to embark on this thing here. So if I could offer you some encouragement right there for anybody out there that's got a business, anybody that has a goal, anybody that's a little hesitant to put it out there, I just say go for it. That's all you can do. And also don't let people put their hurt on you, man. Don't let nobody do that. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's a lot of hurt people in this world, but if God has healed you, don't be the type of person that say that when somebody say we all have hurt, we all going through this. No, I'm not. People all the time, they quote Romans 3, verse 23. And it says, we all have fallen short of the glory of the Lord. And stop right there. And if you don't keep on reading that thing right there, you'll see exactly what Jesus did. And if you say that you're a child of God, then that part that's after that verse is you. You're the redeemed of the Lord. You heal. And if you are going through the process of sanctification, which is basically being cleansed by the Holy Spirit, then just know that you're in the right path. You're not that person that you used to be as soon as you said yes to him. So therefore, don't let nobody who don't know Jesus try to dictate and also paint a picture of you when that ain't you. I want you to do that. I want you to realize that, because the reason why Jesus healed you is so that you can help pull other people out. That's what it's about. For anybody that's living for Christ, hey, everybody here has the ability to minister, which means that the gifts that you utilize when somebody's talking to you, hey, you can give them Jesus. But that pulpit, it might not be for you. So don't let nobody try to project something that God hasn't told you on your life. That's the fun. See, everybody want to, make plans, about, oh, this is a new year, new me. It's going to still be an improved you. You may look the same on the outside, but on that inside, on the heart, that's what God looks at right there. And that heart ain't changed inwardly. You're not changing anything. Then outwardly, what's going to be on display is the same thing. And if people like to celebrate the same old, and you haven't gone from here to here, I want you to understand right now that what you are doing is giving leeway for procrastination to continue to run, and laziness and idleness to go ahead and set the precedent, and you're celebrating it. Don't let nobody celebrate complacency. You know what I'm saying? The Bible talks about being content in particular places, whether you have or whether you don't, but that's in the goodness of the Lord, as Paul explained in Philippians. That's when you got God with you. No matter where you are in life, you will be good because you have more than enough to overcome those situations and maneuver through those situations. But if you have procrastination, idleness, and laziness, you will never get anywhere. And therefore, inside of your heart, God is not in that, because of the fact that God keeps moving. He's a living God, and that everything that he does, it produces life, which means that in order for something to happen, that means someone has to be moving. God is not one that just sits there. The only place where he's sitting is on his throne. But through the Holy Spirit, he is doing a lot of things, and Jesus is interceding on your behalf so that the Father can give a yes and amen to everything that you have according to his will that has to be done for the purpose of uplifting his name in this world that does not like him, does not love him. Matter of fact, hates him. But because of that, because God is still a moving and a living God, through all the things that you can do and all the things that you will do in his name, that light will continuously shine. And when it is real, when you lift him up, all men will be drawn unto him. No matter what gift you have, if it's cooking, if it's speaking, if it's just serving, if you're just saying hi to me, but you had a 9-to-5 job, you know what I'm saying? That specialness, that love, that pure love that God has that dwells within you, the Holy Spirit, it'll resonate. And then after that, people will come together. That's what it is. This WCEG, great people, the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group. And today I'm really focusing on that E, that empowerment, that community, worldwide. And we all a group, y'all. We all grouped in this thing called life together, created by the same person who loved you so much before you were created that he said, hey, let us make man in our image and likeness. Notice with every other creation, he said, let it. But as soon as he thought about us, he said, let us, which means that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit was in complete agreement when he created you. The reason why I say that is take today to value life, love life, enjoy life. People spend a lot of time trying to understand life because of everything that they've been through. But take the time now to just think about the Lord, who is the way, the truth, and the life. The one who, despite all the things that you've been through, you've still been able to get through. The one who has provided the opportunity for you to break through. I'm not saying you'll be able to help everybody in the world, but right now your world is your community, and you could definitely be a big part in this advancement by being who God called you to be. A lot of people talk. Not a lot of people want to do, because the words that you put out, see, that's the difference between us and God. What God put out, he worked through that so it wouldn't turn back void. But Some people, you know, they talk just to hear themselves talk, get a pat on the back, and then when it's time to act, they don't do none of that. That's why you really haven't seen me on social media. You really haven't seen me posting, because it's a lot of action. It takes a lot to go out here and do. That's why it takes God for you to go out here and do. And when I take moments like this right here, I speak as candid and as transparent and as honest as I can, because this is the way of life. It's a lot of peace that's in my life right now, a lot of happiness, a lot of love. And it's not just for me to hold on to, but it's for me to share. And that's what I share with you all here on this day. As we wrap up 2022, keep the main thing, because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He will change your life. So just take this time right here to do that. Don't worry about January 1st. Worry about now. The difference between the past, present, and future is 1 second. So take a second to think about life and choose life. I thank you all so much for tuning in. And I just want to remind you all to go out and vote. The election is right around the corner. So you can go ahead and vote and have your voice heard. You know what I'm saying? I got 5 minutes. And I just want to take the time now to just say thank you. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. And for those who aren't tuning in while I am live, after you listen to it, no matter where you are, this message is still the same. Enjoy life. Keep the main thing. Focus, have discipline, and be real with yourself. Also, subscribe to the WCEG YouTube channel. That's right, we on YouTube. So you just don't enjoy the homie show. You just don't enjoy Millennial Talk Blessed Coast Edition. You also enjoy every other show that is a part of this network, because every single one of them serve a purpose. We're also on LinkedIn. So, you know, you go ahead and just connect with us on LinkedIn. All of you business people, hey, all of you all who wants to have an interview and things of that nature. And in 2023, we're going to be even more places, different. We're going to have our own app, Alexa, the whole nine, but I ain't going to give away too much. You know what I'm saying? We want you all to get connected. Get connected with WCEG, the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group Network on YouTube. Like I say, subscribe. And also every other place that we are, when you type in WCEG Network, be sure to connect that way as well. You might lose an app, but you will be connected always and forever. This has truly been a blessing. I've enjoyed this episode. This is the last one of 2022. And as we go into 2023, hey, you already know big things are coming for sure. It's the home of the one and only Ashton Reynolds, y'all. I'm out of here. Got to get ready for another show tonight, because we've been killing these shows now. So like I said, I'm going to keep y'all up to date on these dates, no matter where we are, so that way that you continue to follow and support. And if you don't know who I am or where I am on the social sites and things of that nature, go to www.blessedcoast.com. BLESSEDKOAST.com. You go to the website. You'll, if you're on your mobile device, you click on this block that have 3 lines in it, take you straight to my social media on Instagram at Blessed Coast, YouTube, Be the Change by Blessed Coast, or Facebook. Type in my name, Ashton Reynolds. You'll see wherever I'm at. I also got a link tree that has the exact same information on there. But if you go to that website, it's going to let you know everything about it. It'll even show you my Be the Change podcast and my award-winning limited YouTube series called Becoming a Gentleman. You'll be able to see all of that on there. www.blessedcoast.com, BLESSEDKOAST.com. And you'll also be able to tune in to the other hit YouTube show in which I host, Kingdom Building ATL. That's it, great people. I'm done. 2022 ain't over with, but this show is definitely over with. I love you all. Thank y'all so much. Millennial Talk Blessed Coast edition. We'll see you in 2023. Stick with the homie. Stay around, because best believe this message will be spread around town. Remember your crown whenever you're down, because when you lift your head up, you know the blessed side be the best side. Straight up. The homie is out of here, y'all. I love y'all.